How's it going, Hunters? Winnie here with BookHunter. Today we're going to be going over everything on the Hunt results page. So from top to bottom, we're going to go through all the information that you're actually going to see on this page. All right, let's get to it. Now, the first thing you want to do is sign in. So if you have any subscription on BookHunter, you'll be able to have access to this page. And once you sign in, the very first thing you'll see is actually the Hunt page. Now, this is the page that you will use if you want to see a lot more information on each individual book. If you want to look at multiple books at a time, we have BookHunt, which we'll go over in another video for that. So everything on the Hunt page for this one, let's go ahead and put an ISBN here and do a search, and then I'll explain everything on this page. Now you'll see a search bar on every single page on BookHunter. Whatever page you're on, that's the search bar that you'll use for that page. We made that so that it's out of the way, it's convenient, it's there for you. Now that we have an ISBN put in, one of the things you'll see is the book picture and the title right here, the publisher, the date it was published. On the right, you'll see the author, the ISBN 10 and the ISBN 13. Those ISBNs point to the exact edition of the book. As you can see, the ISBN 10 can end in a number or a letter X. The ISBN 13 does not. It does start with a 978 or 979 as well. Right here we see a question mark and it says restricted on Amazon. Be first to mark restricted on BookHunter. So if it is restricted on your Amazon account, go ahead and click this question mark. Are you sure this is a restricted book on your account? You can say yes, I'm sure, or no, and cancel. If you say no, nothing changes. But if you click yes, I'm sure, it will change into this check mark. Thank you for letting us know. We will verify it. This gives us a notification on the admin side where we will check if this is a restricted book, and then we'll mark it restricted for the site. I'll show you a different ISBN later where the ISBN is restricted on Amazon. So we're not looking into your account if you specifically are restricted or gated for this book. This is just a general restricted. And so our list continues to grow as users do have this access to mark things restricted, and we'll verify it. So on the right here, you'll see a counterfeit alert. This book, it says it's unlikely that it is a counterfeit. Some of the results you'll see here is unlikely, likely, very likely, as well as highly likely to be a counterfeit. So I really like this feature right here. And again, I'll show you a different ISBN later with a highly likely of a counterfeit. Going down below right here under sales rank, this information comes from Amazon. Basically, a sales rank is comparing different items in a category. This particular book is doing this well in this category. The only bad thing about that is sales rank looks at this moment in time. So it doesn't have any history to that. We don't know what happened yesterday. That's just showing you what it is right now. So what we've done for you, if you look over to the next one, it's HuntScore. HuntScore is a game changer. It's very important to see because we've looked at the last 180 days and calculated how many of those days this book had at least one sale on Amazon. So Amazon basically does not let us know how many times this book has sold on Amazon, but it does give us a little bit of detail through the sales rank. So when the sales rank dips, for example, I'll show you that right now. One of the things we have is the chart. Basically, it's the keep a chart that we'll show you here. On the right is the key for the information, and basically how to read sales rank is when it goes up like this, that means it's not having a sale, and then when it does have a sale, it dips. And so our system calculates that for you, which is the HuntScore right here. So out of the last 180 days, this book had 60 days with at least one sale on Amazon. Now on the right, we have calculated the average sales rank for you. Again, the sales rank does not give you very much detail. It just gives you right now information. So the average sales rank, we'll look at the average for the last 180 days, average for the last 90 days, and the average for the last 30 days. So you have that information right there. On the right, you'll see the eBay listing. If there's any used or new eBay listings, you'll see their prices here. So on the right is the average profit. What I really like about this is our system calculates this for you based off of an average price. So it looks back at the average 180 days, 90 days, and 30 days. And it calculates it for you where it takes out all the Amazon fees, and so now you're left with the average profit for those average days. Now on the right, we also have the buy cost. The buy cost is pretty neat because it also subtracts the cost off of your profits right here. So you see a profit vendor, a profit FBA. If you were to put a number right there, it would subtract it from these two numbers. Now going here to profit FBA, this little guy right here, when you hover over that, it shows you all the Amazon fees, and what we do is we subtract all those fees for you to come up with this profit. This right here is the target price based off of your triggers, which is explained in another video. But basically, based off of that trigger, this target price is chosen, and all these are calculated for you. And you can actually click around so that the profit actually changes. If you decide to sell it at this price, it will be that profit, and so it's pretty neat. So now here you'll see 15 used. That means there are 15 listings on Amazon with a used condition. On the left here we have all, and it's actually going to show you the 5 lowest listings on Amazon, and then the next one is the 10th lowest, and then this is the highest listing on Amazon. And on the right of them you see these letters. These are basically just the conditions. So good condition, acceptable, acceptable, good, very good, etc. On the right here under FBA, so FBA means fulfilled by Amazon. That means the item is in an Amazon warehouse where they pack it and ship it for you and take care of the customer service. So out of all these listings, we pull those FBA listings and put them here. So if these prices are low enough, you can actually see them on this side. This is us just basically making it easy for you to know which ones are FBA listings. Again, next to them, since they're used conditions, very good, acceptable, good. Another one would be L for like new. On the right here, it's telling us that there are new condition listings on Amazon. It shows you here, as well as pulling out the FBA ones right here. So you can actually see right here $144.99. There's a $144.99 here as well. That means we just pulled the FBA for you to see that. Now let's keep going down just so we can show you the rest of the Amazon things before moving on to the vendor side. So if there is a used buy box, new buy box, or if Amazon has their own listing for this item, the prices will all be right here. And you can actually click on these and they'll get recalculated as well right here. Chart, I already showed you this one, is the keep a chart. View more details. When you click on this, the Amazon detail page will open up just in case you need it. It's right there for you. On the right, profit vendors. It's showing us that there are 7 vendors buying this particular book. It'll show you their icon, their logo, the name of the vendor, their price, as well as their max quantity. Max quantity basically means the number of copies they're willing to buy for this particular book. So this one's buying 1, this one can buy 2, this one will go up to 10. So if you click on one of these, a new tab will open, which is their cart, where you can finish the transaction right there. Now you will be able to see based off of your triggers if you should accept this book for Amazon or for the vendors. Now let's go ahead and look at another ISBN. Now we see that this book is generally restricted on Amazon. It's been marked on the admin side so we can see the red R right here. So under profit vendors, we see a reject and a red right here. That basically means based off of the triggers that we set, this particular book, the price is 30 cents that this vendor is buying it. It fell below our target price, basically. Let's go to another book. Now what you'll see here is it is restricted on Amazon, and it is highly likely that this is a counterfeit. What I really like about the counterfeit alert is it gives you an idea of how likely it is to be a counterfeit. So if I was to sell this books to vendors, for example, they'll look at it, and if they determine this may be a counterfeit, what they'll do is they'll send it off to the publishers to authenticate. If the publisher says yes, it's fine, it's a legitimate copy, they'll send it back to the vendors, where the vendors will then pay you, and that can take up to 3 months for that to happen. If it is a counterfeit, what the publishers will do is they'll destroy that book. So that is there to help guide you in general. So if you're interested in finding out what to look out for regarding counterfeits, if you go down to the footer of the page here, we actually put together a counterfeit book guide for you. And in there you can actually see pictures of counterfeits and authentic copies side by side as well to make it easier for you. I hope this has been useful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at support@bookhunter.com. Feel free to join our Facebook communities and download our apps as well, and you see those on the footer right there. Alright, you guys have a good one. Bye!